What's up, guys? Welcome back to the
One Question Podcast, episode 7.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Taco Bell today. The question we're asking ourselves is, what are your thoughts on Taco Bell? Me and Joseph are frequent Taco Bellers.
This is very, very close to our hearts here, right? So, I mean, I guess we could start with our love from the beginning and then just go in the direction that it's gone so far. Because we've gone for years. That used to be back when we were living back home in a small mill town that shan't be named. We had one that was pretty close to your house, and anytime we were writing music, getting late at night, go down those country roads to... Was that in our town, or was that in the next town over? Or does it matter? It's kind of...
It was in Camas, yeah.
Oh. Well, we had a Taco Bell in Camas, and we would go there super late at night, and we are the people who always get it and then sit in our car and eat it in the parking lot instead of going inside. I don't know if that's a normal thing that people do. I see people in the parking lot usually, but I don't know what the preference is.
Yeah, I actually want to know what everyone's preference is with eating their Taco Bell. Do you like to go inside and dine inside, which I personally don't have a problem with, but Joseph kind of does. So we eat in the car.
We've always just eaten in the car.
But I mean, I would go inside. If it's during the day, I think I'd rather go inside than eat in the car.
I didn't know that.
Eating in the car is fine, but it's hot unless you turn on the AC and leave your car running the entire time. And you can like spill cheese into like the pockets of your seats, and that's not fun.
No.
To clean out like 2 years later. Taco Bell is always changing their menu. I mean, a lot of fast food restaurants are changing their menu. They recently got rid of everything to do with potatoes, and we're both
distraught.
We're just distraught, yeah, because the spicy potato soft taco was one of the only things on the menu that was like, it didn't make you feel sick after you ate it.
It was delicious with that Chipotle ranch. You had to grow into the Chipotle, though.
Yeah.
Remember, they had the Baja sauce before. Then they got rid of that, and I remember being really upset about that. But now we don't even have the potato soft tacos anymore.
They have no potatoes, no Mexican fries or whatever they were called, Fiesta fries. It's okay. It's not a big deal. At the end of the day, it's just a restaurant, but...
At the end of the day, it's rehydrated beans.
Let's talk about how Taco Bell, for me, is the only fast food restaurant I can go to and not hate myself after I go there. And I think it comes down to what I order. But I know that you have some self-hate after you go there sometimes, so let's talk about that.
Well, okay. Something I've been ordering for the last almost decade is the beefy 5-layer burrito. Started getting it when it was 89 cents. It's $2.50 now, so I already feel like I'm wasting money on it because it's $2 more expensive now. But they just load it with sour cream and queso. And normally I don't mind that, but they have this issue where I call it the sour cream bite. Whenever you bite into one of these burritos, it's always at one end or the other. It's never like proportionate spread across the entire burrito. It's always just one pocket of sour cream. So you're either biting into all of it, like the burrito, the beans, queso, the fake meat that they have in there, or you're biting into nothing but sour cream and tortilla.
Yeah, I wonder how they make them. Like, it might be interesting to see how they make them, because there's no way that they just like fill it up like a cup and put the sour cream on top. So, but I think that the reason that I don't feel sick or hate myself after going there is because I only get bean burritos, and I used to get that potato taco, so it's no meat. I think the meat has some sort of, it plays into the self-hate. Like something about the meat makes you just a little bit greasier feeling after you leave.
Yeah, 100%, because it's like really low grade, isn't it?
I think so.
Ugh. Dude, it's not good, but we have iron stomachs now because of it.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way. We go to we on a good stretch sometimes go like 2 times a week to Taco Bell, and it's not something that we should probably be doing that much, but once you eat Taco Bell twice a week for a good amount of time, your stomach can handle just about anything. Low-grade meat, bean paste,
I mean,
queso.
again, I think that it comes down to what you're ordering, because I don't think I can eat anything at Taco Bell. Like I could have the bean burritos and I could have the potato tacos and like
You did the 7-layer burrito for a couple of times.
vegetarian.
It's vegetarian.
Yeah.
Didn't have that like blue sauce in it though.
No, that's the chicken burrito and
Ugh.
that's a gross one. It's always the meat. Like I can have pretty much anything from Taco Bell that's vegetarian and I have no problem. And then I remember, this is a terrible idea and a terrible story, but I was hanging out with a friend of mine back home. We had just gone to Taco Bell it was like 4 of us. We ordered way too much food. Came back and I had all my vegetarian options. And then a couple people left and they left some like burritos behind because they couldn't eat them. Because you always order more than you can eat usually.
Of course. Well, yeah.
And I was still hungry, and they left behind beefy 5-layer burritos, and we reheated one of them in the microwave, and then I ate it, and then got like food poisoning the next day. But the food poisoning wasn't from that. I forget what it was. I actually just had the stomach flu, but my parents thought I had food poisoning from Taco Bell, and they like called Taco Bell.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Dude, Taco Bell is in the moment. I don't know. I mean, I used to know people who would reheat it or like get it the night before and then eat it cold like the next day, which is
Never do that. Never do that with
horrible.
any fast food.
No fast food, especially not Taco Bell. Like that's a horrible idea. It tastes good hot, but even half the time you go through the drive-thru, it's not hot. That was my biggest issue with maybe they got rid of the potatoes because they knew that they couldn't heat them up 100% of the time.
I don't know. I have a feeling that they got rid of the potatoes as a marketing scheme. Why wouldn't they bring it
I
back?
hope so.
They were popular, weren't they?
I think so. They had a lot of potato stuff. They had the potato grillers. They had the cheesy Mexican fries. Obviously, the spicy potato soft taco, which became a staple of our diet for a while.
Yeah, they're great.
Oh, it's so good.
I've even tried to like make them at home. They're all right.
You got to get the spices just right on those. But I came to love the Chipotle Ranch. I was a big Baja boy for a while. But the spicy Chipotle Ranch with so much lettuce. That was like the only vegetables I would eat for a long time.
I thought there's tomatoes on there too, isn't there not?
No.
No?
If there was tomatoes on there, I wouldn't be eating them.
Oh. It's Taco Bell tomatoes though, so they taste like nothing.
Tastes like meat.
No.
What do you mean?
What do I mean?
What do you mean tomatoes don't taste like meat?
All right. New question. What do I mean tomatoes don't taste like meat? They don't. They taste acidic and earthy and sweet and I don't know. There's so many flavors.
All right, I'll take your word for it. I haven't had a tomato in like 10 years.
I don't know what they taste like, but they don't taste like meat.
Not even the Taco Bell ones.
No.
Anyways, lots and lots of good times for us at Taco Bell late night. I always feel really gross eating Taco Bell in the middle of the day too.
Yeah, especially alone. It feels weird alone too.
Feels
Ever gone
alone
alone?
in the middle of the day because you know that when you go there late at night and you're the only one that's in that drive-through line, it's kind of like Russian roulette with hot food. Sometimes you're gonna be like, "Oh, this has been sitting here for a while because there hasn't been anybody in line in front of me," and then other times you're like, "This is hot and fresh, obviously, because they haven't had anybody for a while and they got to make it new," which is great.
Yeah, I think that they do keep some stuff kind of like ready to go. Like they probably the beefy 5 layers and the bean burritos. I'm sure it's just like they have like a rack that heats them all day, and they just. And then science kicks in, and that's why with maybe this is something with the sour cream too, with the bean burritos, sometimes you bite into it after it's been like sitting there and there's like this red sauce and it's just an entire bite of this like red sauce that's not beans or cheese, and it's really, I don't like it. I thought it was grease for the longest time, and then I found out when they got those computers inside Taco Bell that it's actually red sauce.
That's really interesting because I know that you hate the beefy 5s, and for good reason. I just love them because I've been eating them for so long. The bean burritos are fine, but like seeing the bite, I always thought that was oil too, so that always completely turned me off to it. And I was like, dude, I don't get how you can keep eating that if it's just like bites of oil.
Yeah. The problem is, like, now that I know what it is, I don't have as big of a problem with it. I still sometimes like tear it off and then keep eating. But the problem with Taco Bell is that, like, on those computers, when you order, you can do a very specific order, but the employees hate that. You know what I mean? If you go through the drive-thru and you're like, "Can I get a bean burrito, no red sauce?" They're gonna be like, "You're gonna get a regular bean burrito." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So one time I remember I ordered on their computer ordering thing that they have now, and asked for no red sauce, and it just came out regular because, like, they're not gonna do that. Why would they do that?
Yeah, there's 2 ingredients in a bean burrito. 3. Because they have onions, right?
And red sauce, so 4.
Onions, red sauce, beans,
Cheese.
And there's cheese in there?
Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Without cheese, it would be gross. It honestly would. It really adds to it.
Yeah.
And I did like
cheese is awesome.
the rice one that I got last night, but was that last night?
Yeah.
But it has queso in it, and I hate queso. Taco Bell's queso especially.
See, I'm trying to experiment now and trying to branch out a little bit now that they don't have the spicy potato soft tacos, because I would always get like 3 of those and a beefy
So
5.
good.
And I feel like they paired really well together. So now that I don't get the potato taco, I don't know if I can eat a beefy 5 again. But I had the steak quesadilla last night, and that was
Yeah, but isn't it like
Okay.
$10?
I was like 3.
Oh, okay.
Still
I
like
thought it was like really expensive. for
still
some
like
reason.
$2.50 too much.
Yeah.
You know that it doesn't cost them that much to make that stuff.
Oh no, it has steak. It's really nice steak.
Oh yeah, it's filet mignon in it. Filet mignon Taco Bell steak burrito, steak quesadilla. We're gonna float that to them.
For a while, they don't have it anymore. They had that like really fancy menu. I think they were trying to compete with like Chipotle or something.
I think you're right. Yeah.
They had that. It was like $7 for a burrito. And it was like super fancy. They've really simplified their menu though. For those of you Taco Bell lovers out there, we sound so gross right now. This is disgusting. I feel like an awful person. I went for a run this morning though with Joseph. So, you know what? If you're judging us, then you can't.
We work out.
We work out. We like Taco Bell. Big deal. It's not our favorite restaurant.
It's
Probably
close.
is.
It's cheap. We can both eat there for $10.
Also, we're both, at least for, I'll just say it for the time being, we're both in the service industry. I know you're not technically right now, but we'll just say that. And, you know, you're getting off late. There were so many times we got off at the same time at Pedal Tavern at 11?
Yeah.
And would just be like, let's head over to Taco Bell because it's the only place you can get food that late. And usually you're too tired to go to Kroger and buy something, go home and cook it. So, yeah.
Dude.
But yeah, they've simplified their menu. So those of you Taco Bell lovers, go check it out. They don't have like half the stuff they used to have. It's all just like the simple tacos, burritos. They've got the quesadillas. They still got like the dollar menu stuff. But there's no potatoes. They got rid of something else too. There's none of the fancy stuff.
Didn't they have a quesarito for a while, where it was like a quesadilla wrapped around a burrito that had like a bunch of rice?
They still have that.
They
I
still
saw
have
that the
that?
other day. Yeah, that's too much. Who would
Yeah.
get that? It's insane.
Yeah, just make regular fake Mexican food. Regular imitation. Do you know what they have though that I like, and I think we've talked about this before, that I will never order on my own, but if it's available to me, I will eat like 10 of them, is their tacos. Their hard shell tacos are delicious.
I thought you didn't like them.
No, I like them.
Okay, but you'll never order them.
I'll never like
It's if someone gets like the
if somebody
box.
gets the big Taco Bell like party box that has a bunch of them in there. I'll be like, nom, 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 nom,
That
nom,
happens
nom,
every
nom.
like 20 years that
I
someone
know.
gets one of those. Those are good, yeah. I agree. The Doritos taco is a genius idea. I don't get it very often. That's probably like that for me. I don't get it very often, but like what a great idea. They made a taco shell out of Doritos.
As long as it's not the Cool Ranch Dorito.
They had that for a while, then they got rid of it because no one likes Cool Ranch Doritos.
Nobody likes Cool Ranch.
Except for some people. I'm calling you out.
Not by name.
If you like Cool Ranch Doritos, then I'm not going to say anything's wrong with you, but it's just like, I don't get it. I don't understand you. My sister likes them.
Ugh.
I don't understand her.
Yeah, no, you should only get the regular cheesy nacho Doritos. That's it. Cool Ranch. Why is Cool Ranch always at a barbecue? It's always at a church barbecue or picnic, and it's always the last one full because everybody eats all the other chips first.
Yeah.
This is a question for another podcast, so we should probably get back to talking about
This one's dragged on. This one's hard. I think it's hard to talk about Taco Bell for this long.
It is, because we just love it, and that's all we want to say.
Yeah. Well, because you feel gross as you talk about it.
Yeah, I'm getting sweatier just talking about it.
Hearing myself talk about this is gross. Like, yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love the burritos.
Yeah, you know what's the best part about Taco Bell is going really late at night, all sweaty after work, and then sitting in your car all by yourself.
Yeah.
With the window cracked.
You know what's the best is going to Taco Bell super depressed, alone. One time I did that, and like I could tell that they could tell that I was like not having a good day.
Oh.
They were like, "Man, you want a free soda?" And I was like, "No." They were like, "You sure?" I was like, "It's all right, thanks." That's nice though.
Taco Bell, it's a family there. They take care of people.
That's Olive Garden. Just kidding.
I don't go to Olive Garden that much.
Neither do I. I don't even know if they have those here. They do, but
They
I just don't know
to.
where.
Yeah, I don't either. Probably right next to Taco Bell. Try to keep all the family restaurants right there.
Probably.
But, yeah, dude, late night Taco Bell runs. After work, I think you hit the nail on the head. That is the prime time. If you can beat the rush, beat the stoner rush, where there's 15 cars lined up in the Taco Bell drive-thru, that's like my rock bottom low point with Taco Bell, is that I'm willing to sit there and wait in that line past midnight.
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
It'll be 15 cars deep. You see all these people in their cars, and you know exactly who they are because you can see through their windshields, and you're like, that looks like a guy who'd eat at Taco Bell this late.
And then you just look in the mirror.
Yeah. And then you sit there, and you wait, and you're like, I know it's Taco Bell. I know it's not going to take very long for this line to go down. And even if it does, you're still willing to wait 15 cars deep just to sit in the parking lot.
I think it'll always be the only place that I'll feel comfortable going unless it's like a one-off occasion as far as fast food goes.
One-off occasion meaning what?
Like, I don't go to McDonald's because I think it's gross, but like sometimes it isn't. You know what I mean? Like every now and then it's like you're getting up early for a flight or something. We go to McDonald's for breakfast.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, cool. I'll do this in another 6, 7, maybe another year.
Yeah.
6, 7 months, whatever, to a year. Taco Bell, I could eat there, I think, for the rest of my life every 4 months and not feel gross. It's just not as gross, I don't think, as like traditional burgers, fries, all that stuff.
I wonder if it just doesn't sit as heavy because it's tortillas instead of huge buns.
That and like you just feel better about yourself, even though it probably is still terrible for you on the calories. The fact that you're eating beans, you're just like, yeah, this is good.
Yeah, beans are healthy.
They are, but they're refried beans, so they're probably filled with like. Well, actually, their beans might be vegetarian. I don't think they would be able to get away with them being the traditional Mexican style beans with lard, which is what refried beans have in them.
We're gonna have some research, some homework cut out for us as soon as we're done with this.
No, we're done after this.
We're not talking about Taco Bell after this. We're not gonna look.
I'm not doing research on it.
But we need.
Although
to know.
I do know the owner's name.
What's the owner's name?
I just know that his last name's Bell. I want to say Dan Bell, but it's not Dan Bell. That's another podcast that I listen to. Glenn Bell. It's Glenn Bell.
Glenn Bell. Well, Glenn, thank you for your contributions to American Mexican cuisine.
Yeah, is it the best American Mexican cuisine? Fast. It's the best Mexican fast food that is American.
Dude, yeah,
there's probably some good.
I have family members who love like Taco Del Mar.
Well, but there's probably some great like actual Mexican fast food, but the best Americanized, gross fast food, Mexican style.
What was that place that was up in
Del Taco.
Kelso? Is it Del Taco?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Or there was also Taco Time. Wasn't very good.
No.
There was one of those in the mall.
If it was between Taco Time, Taco Del Mar, Del Taco, and Taco Bell 100% of the time.
I think I've seen people say things about, I forget which one of those is like sort of popular, but there's people who argue that one of them's like better. But I haven't experienced that myself.
My mom and dad, I forget which ones they like. I think my dad likes Taco Del Mar a lot, and my mom, she loves the one that's up in Kelso.
Del Taco.
Del Taco. Disgusting. Wow, that was, I mean, we made 20 minutes.
Yeah, we made it. That was hard.
Stumbled a little bit, but some critical thinking went down talking about Taco Bell. Turn off the timer. All right. Let us know what your Taco Bell order is, because we're looking for some new stuff to order, man. No more potato soft tacos. That was the bulk of it. Let me know what I should start getting that doesn't have tomatoes. I'm totally fine with queso and the fake meat. All of it. All right. Make sure you're checking out our single. We just released a new single, She Moves Around. We're getting a lot of good feedback on it. A lot of people have been liking it. So if you haven't listened to it, I guarantee you'll like it. If you don't, then why are you watching us? Just kidding. Sorry. Anything else you want to say to the people, John? Check us out.
Let us know if you feel the same about Taco Bell as we do. I think a lot of people do. And yeah, check out the single. There's a music video for it. I think that's all in the description.
I'll put it up. No, it'll be up over here, I think. I'll
Okay.
put a banner up for it. And we'll put it in the description, too.
Yeah, and listen to our music on Spotify. Just search John and Joe. We got 2 more singles coming at you. And then after that, more singles.
We also just got some CDs.
Yeah, physical
If you
copies.
want a physical CD, physical copy, let us know. All right? That does it for episode 7. Thank you guys so much.
She